Let's get started with Tableau. Try to understand Tableau. In the next 1.5 hours time period, we will try to understand what is Tableau, what is this tool all about, what are those key features. We will also see quick demo of this tool, how to use this tool, so that you will understand how easy it is and how easy to learn and what kind of, how this teaching experience, many things. Let's get started here. Tableau is like any other tools. It's one of the technical tool widely used for OLAP. OLAP stands for Online Application Processing. Once we go inside, you will understand what is analytical processing. Online analytical processing. Okay. In the next 90 minutes, close to 60 to 70 minutes, we'll try to wrap up this. I'll introduce myself as well as Tableau tool. I'll also give training on various features of how those Tableau implemented those features, what is the job market that is available. Also, we'll see the demo as well. To introduce myself, I'm Venkat. I'm into this IT industry for last close to 13 years now, and especially in BA for the last 6 years. I started my BA career somewhere in 2009. So I'm into BA for the last 6 years. Using this Tableau tool, especially designing Tableau applications, Tableau dashboards for the last 3 years. Into this training industry for the last 4 years. If you have any questions, you can interrupt me at any point of time. Let's try to understand data visualization before we get into Tableau. Can somebody tell me what is a graph? Graph or data? Can one of you tell me what is a data item? So you are writing an exam. Let's say ISET or GATE exam. Post the exam, after the valuation, they will give you the results. For each hall ticket ID, the name will be there, and the total marks and the score percentages will be there. So this is one data item. When you go to a supermarket, you buy Colgate Palmolive paste, or you buy a oil packet, or you buy some curd packet. That is one item, one single data item that they will store on their system. You go to Amazon.com and Amazon.in and order a laptop there, order a mobile phone there. They will create one item, data item, and closely track it. Whenever you interact to the system, they will create data items. They will create a lot of records in their transactional systems. If you go and buy a movie tickets, if you go navigate through e-commerce portal, or you go and buy something from a supermarket, superstore, or anywhere, they will all create data items. The data will be stored in transactional systems. Remember this word called transactional systems. We will come back. Okay. There is a lot of data lying in the systems from ages, for the last 10 years, 15 years. And now we want to analyze this data and post-analysis, quickly see that huge amount of gigabytes to terabytes of data in simple graphs to understand where we are performing good and where we are not performing good. This is specially useful for management for quick decision making. Let's see a few examples here. This is what is the result we are going to prepare out of all Tableau. If you see the visual elements here, each element that provides a lot of insights, a lot of understanding on the data. Data is in gigabytes to terabytes. We will aggregate the data, summarize the data, perform certain mathematical, statistical operations, something like sum, average, and all. We will come up with, okay, quickly for US, West region, or California state, what is the total sales? For Texas, what is the sales? What is the Washington, what is the total sales? For North Carolina, what is the total sales? How they are comparing to each other. So summation, aggregation, and comparison between those things. And we will also filter out unwanted things so that interesting things will come front. We can focus only on the content that is very much interested. So this is all coming there. Before we actually get into there, why do we need to prepare this type of graphs? When we said graphs is the very light word. We use something called data visualization. When we create visuals, when you interpret lot of data, transform the data into by using mathematical and statistical operations, aggregations, and transform them and present that in graphical format. Why? We need to, these graphs will provide quick understanding for better decision making. So I want to understand, there is a question from management, on which month we have good sales. Why? If that is the question, and the team will go back and calculate all of them and present the result after a week. By the time he will lose all the interest on understanding all those things. The information needs to be readily available for better decision making. So the information needs to be processed, will be generated by processing lot of data, and this is useful for better decision making. Okay, we were maintaining some stock at let's say $1 million stock. We want to understand, to meet the sales in the month of December, how much stock needs to be maintained, how much is amount required for keeping the stock. All that information easily can be obtained through the graphs that we are going to provide to the management. Any questions here? Venkata, Sri, Raju, are you able to understand what is data visualization? The core concept wise, simple to understand. Okay, we have a lot of data. Data is where is the data? Data is in Oracle, data is in SQL servers, data is in Excel sheets, data is in Teradata, data is in Hadoop, HDFS, data is in Google, data is in, let's say, Salesforce, web-based data sources, data is in let's say distributed systems, data is in data warehouses, data is in databases. There are many places where data is. Through data visualization, we are going to present the data in simple picture format. If this is very clear for you, remaining demo will be very clear. Moving on, I'm going to talk on this slide for 1 to 2 minutes. I'm going to divide this into 3 different parts. First part that you are seeing on the left side is the place where the data is there. What kind of data is there? Okay, we have web logs, the navigation logs, campaign history. There is a marketing campaign. They are recording everything, users' interests, preferences, what kind of products we can promote in this area. Business information, how various businesses are performing. Customer information, who are all the customers that we have, their age groups, their genders, their interests, their product preferences, all those details we will capture here. Product consumption information, who are all the customers coming to our stores and what kind of products they are buying. And billing information, reminder systems, somebody need to pay the EMI, monthly loan EMIs. We will create all the reminder systems. These are all the details that we maintain on the left side. These are known as data generating source systems. When you go and purchase a ticket in movie counter, they will create a transaction in the transaction systems. If you go and buy one watch in Amazon or Flipkart or one of the eBay, then they will create a transaction there. These are all the places where lot of data is generated. Where the data is stored? Data is in diversified formats. Data is in text format, data is in tabular formats, data is in unstructured, semi-structured formats. Some data is in visuals, some data is in video, some data is in audio, some data is in, let's say, XML format, some data is in tabular, nice tabular representation. Some data is like a log file. And where is the data is stored? The data is stored in SQL servers, Amazon, clouds, and we have Oracle servers, we have SAP systems that maintains a lot of data. There are many places the data is loaded. Guys, do you understand the first question? The data is generated, the data is stored. Now the most interesting part where we are going to work is, we are going to help management to summarize this data in simple format. I want to say this year 2016 we have number of new customers increased by 10% compared to 2015. This is a great metric for management. the actual target is they want to see at least new 15% customers. Okay, 15% of new customers this year compared to last year. How can they get it? They have to aggregate a lot of data. They have to count the new customer values and they can provide this value. We will be able to provide them summary data, how is our market share and how is our growth rate by analyzing financial performances, market comparing with our sales with market sales, competitor sales, how much discounts we provided, what is the net sales to new customers, what is the net sales to the existing customers, how many total errors or how many total defects because of the production that made in the month of March, production errors. All this information we will present to the management in a graphical, pictorial format, simple to understand summary format. Any questions here in this slide?
Yeah, actually I have only one question, that in which format we get the data?
So data can be in any format. Data can be in any format. Data, let's say if you are connecting to Oracle databases or SQL Server databases, mostly your data is in structured format. Okay, nice table structure. It will have columns, column headings and rows, columns and rows. Whereas there, if you connect to log file, WebLogic or WebSphere application server is taking all the information and they are generating huge log files out of some operations. If that data is in semi-structured or unstructured format, you have to create the structure out of it and Tableau can consume. For semi-structured data, Tableau can create structure on the top of it.
So should we learn big data for the same? Because big data is also doing the same thing. Big data is also this, converting the unstructured data to structured data.
Not required. Through Tableau, we will explain you in the classes how you can structure the data, and so that Tableau can easily take those values directly as dimensions and measures. Semi-structured data, I will teach you how you can create the structure for this. No need of learning any other things. On Tableau itself, there is a data preparation module. Once you connect, you can create by using some of the functions, text functions, you can create structure around that. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see that when we go to the Tableau tool.
Sir, actually I have one more question. Sir, your person was saying that if you are learning Tableau, then you should learn also big data or R programming. Then it would be the complete package. Either you will have to learn different things. So is it
Not required. So if you are competing for Tableau jobs, there are many Tableau jobs that are coming in the market these days. So no need of learning any other tools as such. So if a particular job description says you should be enough proficient on big data as well as Tableau, for attending that particular interview, you need both skills. Otherwise, there are Tableau jobs alone that are published for Tableau. Okay, there are many as such. Let's see, those are known as Tableau developers. They are specially looking for Tableau skills.
Sir, actually I'm reading for the code development team. Actually I was doing the code also. So is there any opportunity to meet for coding team?
No, Tableau is mostly without coding. Mostly as such, almost I can say 99 to 100%. There is no coding or programming skills required for learning Tableau or using Tableau. Everything is drag and drop.
Yeah, it's okay, but what I was saying in the future, actually, if this tool is only the drag and drop system, then where the scope of the coder person, then it would be learned by any person without any problem. If person is not knowing is in these days, but after 1 or 2 years, it would be very hard for us to search a job.
Okay, so Tableau as a tool that is that built with the purpose of easy usage and easy maintenance. Okay, that are the core competitive advantages where Tableau has come up into the market. No need of writing extensive code to build such aggregations. When we mean that Tableau, by using Tableau tool, you can create all these visualizations without the help of coding. If you have those coding skills, those will be useful in terms of transformation of data at some point of time. When I say it is not required, for learning Tableau it is not required. For doing on regular deliveries, it is not required to learn coding. If you have those coding skills, those will be useful in terms of data preparation. Okay, so you have knowledge on Java, you know how the Java code works. That type of technical understanding is always useful, but it is not necessary to learn Tableau. You will get more maturity on how you create or how you process the data. Okay, let's see. Once we get into demo, we will try to revisit this question again, and I will show you how coding, why coding is not there, not required there. Okay. Yeah, we have seen these visuals a few minutes back. We are going to prepare beautiful, stunning visuals that provides lot of insights to the management on how they can process, how they can take the decisions out of this data. Data is in databases. We connect to the data, remember, through our tools, we connect to the data and prepare such beautiful visualizations for management. We will create interactive dashboards that provides a lot of information about the sales activity, lot of information about how is our profit element, on which places, which locations we are good, on which locations we are bad performing. So we will see all those things in the next few minutes. So if each graph will provide, this is line graph, this will provide some information. This is a geographical map. On the top of map, we will provide, let's say, the size of the bubble is known as sales and the color of bubble is the profit. The country that is here has highest sales as well as profit. Bar graphs, some graphs, okay, line graphs, again bar graphs. You have area graphs. You will create, there are various representations of the data. There are many chart types that you can use to transform one visual to different visuals and see which visual can provide more information. Okay, moving on. I guess you have a fair idea of what is visual now. Visual is nothing but on the background there is huge information, huge data. The data is transformed in such a way to show quick insights, quick overview, quick insights. The one that you are currently seeing on my screen is Executive Profit and Sales Dashboard. This dashboard will provide by each state in United States. California has highest sales as well as highest profits. Texas has negative profits. So this is profit map. The color of the map, color that is assigned on the map shows the profit element. So blue is highest profit and red or orange that you are seeing is lowest or negative profits. By looking into this map, management can easily get the insights on which states they have highest profits and on which states they have lowest profits. Next. By looking into this profit, sales versus profit, when the sales is increasing, and how is our profit on those product subcategories? The entire portfolio, entire product lines are divided into subcategories of the products. Okay, we have chairs, tables, bookcases, furnishings, storage devices, labels, envelopes, phones, computers, machines. There are many types of products that we sell from our superstore, and we want to understand on which region. In United States is divided into 4 regions for quick understanding of central region, central, east, south, and west. In this case, on which region we have highest sales? If you see, this is the longest bar. On west region, phones is having highest sales. The length of the bar, known as bar size, okay, the length of the bar shows the sales and the color of the bar shows profit. We have highest profits for copiers in east zone, highest profit for copiers in west zone. Overall, if you see, west has more blue color and west south, east and central has many orange and negative colors, okay, negative profit colors. That says on which zones, which regions we have good profits and which regions we have less profit. This is one simple dashboard that provides quick information to the board of directors and management where they have good profits and where they have less profits, where they have good sales and where they have less sales for those product subcategories by these regions. See, one visual can answer many things. Let's see how we can prepare this dashboard in Tableau. I'll take you through Tableau. Okay, I have Tableau tool installed, Tableau developer desktop installed on my machine. It is known as Tableau desktop. Remember, Tableau desktop 9.2, the version that I'm using. Last week they released 9.3. Last week they have released 9.3. When you open the Tableau, you will see this small interface. Previous workbooks that you have developed, or you want to connect to the data? Yes. In my case, I want to connect to the data. Yes. Connect to the data. I have some of the examples, sample superstore example for you in today's demo. Sample superstore or global superstore. I'll take global superstore example. I'm connecting to this data. This is the same easiest way to connect to the data. You can connect to 44 different types of, let me take you through. How many data sources Tableau support connectivity? On the blue screen, you are seeing almost 44 or 45 different data sources that you can connect. You can connect to Oracle data source, you can connect to SQL Server, you can connect to Teradata, you can connect to web pages, through web data connector, if the data is on web page. If the data is in warehouses, you can connect to warehouses. Or you have some data sources like Google BigQuery, Google Analytics, web-based data sources. You can also connect to cubes if the data is already pre-aggregated. OLAP cubes. You have Teradata OLAP connector, or you can also connect to the static files, MS Access databases, text files, Excel files, comma separated files. Tableau supports most of the connectivity that is required for connecting to the data in today's world. It is with one single click. You don't need to write any code here. Everything is one single click. Just choose Microsoft SQL Server, provide the server name, username, password. What do you get? Once you connect, it will show you list of tables where the data is available. You can simply drag and drop, or sometimes you can write your custom query. Remember, Tableau supports writing your own query. Select star from orders. That gives you all the orders that are there in the table. Huge data, so it is taking some time on the laptop. Yes, you have many thousands of records, sales records available in this Excel sheet. So I connected. This is the same way that how you connect to various data sources. You no need to know a single line of code or how you can connect to SQL Server or Oracle Server. It is simple. Just choose the button, choose which server you want to connect, and provide your username, password. That's it. Okay. What is this window? This is known as connect window. Remember, we don't come back here in today's class. We will revisit in regular classes. Connect window that will support you whether you want to connect live or connect extract. Tableau is in-memory processing tool. It can connect and get the data to in-memory, or it can also, every time it can connect and get the data directly from Tableau database servers. If you are connecting through extract, if you choose the option to extract, what happens is all the data is loaded to in-memory. A terabyte of data. So remember, terabyte is known as 1,024 gigabytes. All this data, if the data is in such a size, or 500 GB or 2 GB, the entire data is loaded into memory, primary memory, RAM of the Tableau server. That is where it provides quick performance to your queries. All the visuals will be prepared. Dashboards, interactive dashboards, you can ask the questions. All the aggregations will be performed within fraction of seconds if you choose extracts. Live connection always maintains live connection to the database server for getting the data. Fine, you have many options here how you prepare the data. If you want to split this field, say you have lot of information in this, you can further split this field by 3 different columns. CA stands for state name, 2012 gives you the year on which where the sales is, and this is the order number. You can split this into 3 columns for your analysis if required. Let's quickly go to filter screen here. You have data in the warehouse for the last 10 years, but whereas in the analysis you want to analyze only last 2 years data, you can quickly add a filter here to get only last 2 years data. By order date, okay, years. I want to analyze only 2013 year data. Say okay. When you apply filter from the live data source, it will take only 2013 year data, not all the data. In this way, you can apply some filters, global filters, before even going to the visuals. Any questions on the connect screen?
Yeah, these are for designing tool, but once you design, you look at how they connect and see the prepared reports and all. This is another, it's through web or how it works.
So you have Tableau, the one that you are seeing on my screen it is Tableau desktop, connect module or connectivity, connect screen. Let me take you through. I just removed, I say okay here. You can perform lot of metadata operations here, and I am taking you through actual development environment. If you click on sheet 1, it will take you through development environment. This is one screen where Tableau desktop, you prepare all your visuals. Coming there, if you see our demo in the presentation, this is one dashboard. Once you prepare this dashboard, how many elements are there? This is one graph, this is second graph, this is third graph. These are known as visual elements in general talking. So you have one worksheet, second worksheet, third worksheet in Tableau language. 3 worksheets. You prepare 3 worksheets and prepare a dashboard and include those 3 worksheets and publish it to Tableau server. Remember, Tableau server is web-based environment. Answer your question, Tableau server. Tableau desktop is development tool. This is where we develop all the dashboards. Summary dashboards, strategic dashboards, operational dashboards, KPIs. There are many dashboards. That type of dashboards are there. You develop maps, you develop bar charts, pie charts, scatter plots, Pareto chart, many things you develop there. What is Tableau server? It is a web-based collaborative environment, secure environment. What does it mean? Okay, from you as a developer, you develop your dashboards and publish it to Tableau server. Save all your workbooks to Tableau server. Then business analysts, stakeholders, marketing managers, and the senior management will access through a URL. The dashboards they can access through URL and navigate through all the work. They no need any installed software. They do not need any software to be installed on their machines. Does that answer your question? You have 2 components, Tableau server and Tableau desktop. Tableau desktop is the one that you are currently seeing on my desktop. Is it clear? Hello, you can unmute and talk to me. Yes, Raju saying yes, so it is clear to him. I want to pause here. Sri and Venkata, did you understand what is Tableau desktop and what is Tableau server so far?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I'm
this
getting
one.
Yeah,
This one.
sure. Thank you. Let's continue our thing. What is required here? Can one of you tell me? I said 3 different worksheets, right? Let us start the first worksheet here. Profit map. To start profit map, what do we need? We need profit and state. 2 things. This is profit. The one that you are seeing is California profit. Here on the mouse, where mouse is moving. Here is Texas. Here is Washington, North Carolina, South Carolina. There are many. We need 2 things, profit and state name. Then we can prepare the map. Let's see, we have state. When I double click on the state, or I have simple show me here. You see the show me here, it will suggest me state is geographical field, and I can give you a map here, field map. Oh, I already clicked it. It's coming up. Great. With one single click, you can choose which map you want to display on Tableau desktop. This is, from there you can start enhancements. This is easiest way. Show me is the easiest automatic way. If not automatic, we can create our own maps. Let's see that. And color by profit. We have profit. I'm dragging and dropping in color. Is it providing me this one? Preparing a chart like map with that provides. Okay, let me close this show me. Yeah. Preparing a map with one single click, only Tableau facilitates this feature. I can highlight, I want to show the profit, state names on the labels. Let's see, can I do it? Yes. State, drag and drop to label. It is California, this is Washington, Oregon, Texas, Ohio. And if I get profit and drag and label, it is currently showing highest profit. California, you can see the dark blue, highest blue, is $76,000 profit here. Next, colored by one end to the other with dark green to, this one is red. And this one is currently showing blue and orange, right? We can change them. Let's see what are the color palettes available with Tableau. Edit colors, go and change, choose green, blue, orange, blue diverging. Okay. Yes. Tableau is a tool that comes up with many best built-in practices. You have very good color palettes, automatic charts. You see color palettes available here. There are many. If you don't like all these things, if you feel that you need a different color palette, you can create your own. There are built-in and you can choose from color windows. Next, automatic charts. With one single click, you can come to a bar chart, heat maps, pie charts. We will see all these things quickly in the next few minutes. Is it clear how we created map? Let's go and name this as profit map. That shows state names and profits for each map, each geographical location. Next one. What is the next one? I want to analyze product performance, this one. Let us spend few minutes here. This talks about, I have subcategories in the graph, categories, major categories, technology products, office supplies products, and furniture products, and sales by region, sales and profits by central, east, south, west region. We need many elements. Let's go to our notepad and start typing all those things. What do we need here? We need product category. We need product subcategories like phones, copiers, and phones, copiers, fax machines, many things. Binders, pens, pencils. We sell many things in our superstore. Region wise, I want region wise. What do I want to analyze? I want to analyze sales and profit with respect to above things. Great. Let's spend few minutes here. What do we have here? We have dimensions and measures. What does it mean? Whenever we connect to the data source, it will display all the column names that are available within the data source. Great. Whenever you go to data worksheet, all those columns are divided into two parts automatically by Tableau. One is dimension and second one is measures. All those numeric elements which can be aggregate, which we can aggregate or summarize. Sales values you can sum up, and profits, yes, you can sum up, create averages, also identify which is highest sales, highest profit, or lowest sales, max, min. You can also perform certain advanced statistical operations on them, like standard deviations and all. Before we actually get into there, these are the dimensions, all those text fields, and whenever there is geographical element, it will automatically assign there is a geographical property to the fields. So state field has all geographical locations, California, Ohio, Texas. So it identified it as a geographical. You see the small globe symbol here? That means by double clicking this, you will get a map. By double clicking this, you will get a normal columns. Let's see, let's add category to it. I have three product categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. Let's take subcategories as well within each category. Just double click this. On the category, you have furniture, office supplies, and technology. On the subcategories, you have bookcases, chairs, furniture, furnishings, tables, many sub-product categories. What do we need? We want to analyze sales there. Let's add sales to columns. Is this the sales? Yes. Let's put in descending order. I want to show the labels to get you the feel of this is the sales for chairs, bookcases in the entire superstore. I want this sales to be further aggregated. This is complete United States, complete geographical location, complete data. I want to aggregate these by aggregate or further divide by each region. How can I take the region? I have a region here, get this region and place it before sum. Oh, you got many regions: Africa, Canada, Central Asia, East, Arab Emirates, many things. I want to filter and see only United States data. Now we are getting into a new concept called filter. Let's see, can I filter, apply filter for countries? I want to apply filter for country field. Oh, it is showing all the states, all the countries. I will say I want to see the sales and profits only for United States. There are many options. We will visit all these things during our regular classes. I'm giving you a simple idea how you can filter. Now you have only four columns that are showing central, east, south, and west. How can I change the colors? How can I add profit element to this? Just add profit to marks card color. What we did so far, let's see. We have row shelf and column shelf. Row shelf and column shelf will tell you what elements, what dimensions that you want to drag into x-axis and y-axis of the graph. This is nothing but our graph. We have learned how to prepare graph in our regular studies. The same way we want to draw dimensions on x-axis and y-axis, and these are bars. Bar is nothing but length of the bar. Color is the, how do you enhance these things? You can directly choose from show me, or further after that you can enhance these things here. You can change from bar graph to line graph, area graphs, circles, You can also choose shapes, text. We will see some other graphs by using different options here. Marks card will help you to enhance the graph by colors, sizes. I want to decrease the width of the bar. I can do this. Wherever required, I can apply the labels, I can hide the labels. There are many options. You can change the font size, alignments, and many options. Detail, tooltips. Whenever you mouse over, you see the tooltip that is coming here. You can customize these tooltips for your graphs. Great. So Tableau has all of them integrated in one interface. You have dimensions, measures from each data source. So you can connect to multiple data sources. Remember, I'll give you one example. I want to analyze the sales with respect to each sales person, sales representative. Where is sales representative data? Sales representative data is in HR tables. Sales tables are in sales department, Oracle. HR maintains data in Excel sheets. You can connect to both at a time and combine the data from two different data sources. Data is in, can one of you answer? Data is in one source or different sources?
It would be on different places, maybe.
Yes. Data is in different places. Data is in diversified formats. Some data is in structured formats. Oracle maintains it. Some data is in some web logs. Some data is in, let's say, Excel sheets. Some data is in semi-structured format, XML formats. Data is in diversified formats, different formats, and diversified locations. Tableau can connect to all these locations and get the data, and once the data comes into picture, that can combine the data. Let's finish this and move to different graph. We'll learn few more. You like this graph? Let's change colors to green to red to blue and orange. You can tell me how it is. You have to choose different color palette. Green, blue, red, blue. Where is orange, blue? Yes. Always maintain consistent colors for profits. When you are showing profit element, highest profit is in dark blue. Even in the map, highest showing in dark blues. So we have to maintain consistency when you are using some same fields across the dashboards, across the same workbooks, so that the users will not be confused. Okay, this is ready. What we can understand out of this graph, one can easily find which products are having highest sales in what regions and which has highest profits or lowest profits in what region. So does this graph providing that insights? Can one of you answer me before I get into a different graph? Is this graph providing any insight? Is it easy to understand the data where we are performing good, where we are performing bad, on which locations, on which items, product subcategories they have less sales, or which subproduct categories they have high sales? Yeah, please go ahead.
It's provide an overview of the sales and categories. So it is good to analyze the. Sorry.
Yes, please go ahead.
It's good for analyzing the data. Actually, you can see easily the where sales is going good, where sales is going down.
Yes, right. So if you have the data is gigabytes of data, the data for many years by many stores, it is difficult for management to access all the data. They need an analytical tool, something like Tableau, or there are many tools in the market, as a matter of fact. ClickView, there is SAS, there is business objects from IBM, business objects from SAP, IBM Cognos. There are many analytical tools. There are few tools that provide easiest way to connect and prepare the graphs. Among them, Tableau is one of them. Okay, Tableau has great features, everything in one screen. Remember, we are going to create, this is product performance.
So actually, I have one question for you. why should we choose only the Tableau? The SAS is also the taking the market and ClickView are also in market. So why should we choose Tableau?
Good question. Can I park this question for next 5 minutes? We are going there to understand the various
Yeah,
tools. Okay. SAS
yeah,
or
please.
Tableau. So your question is this. In fact, tools. We will say tools. Let's see what are the various features does Tableau has, what are the other features by other tools have, and what are the unique advantages when using Tableau. What is Tableau market in today's market? Okay, let's see all those things in the next 5-10 minutes. We will create one more graph for you. What is the next graph that is in interest? We want to understand how is our profit when sales is increasing with respect to each sub-product category. Let's say that I have sales and profit. I'm holding a control button and selecting 2 pills at a time. Remember in Tableau language, these are known as pills. P-I-L-L-S, pills. Okay, I selected 2 measure pills and selecting a scatter plot. Scatter plot, you know, that will provide me how is great. When sales is how much? Sales is $12 million and profit is $1.4 million. Great. I want to further aggregate this value, one value for entire superstore into further aggregate by all customers. Great. For each customer, let me add customers into detail. Great. You see, by each customer, we have sales and profit. For some of the customers, we have negative profits. For some of the customers, we have positive profits or high profits. You see, this customer is providing high sales as well as high profits for our organization. This customer, for 13,000 sales, he resulted in negative profits for our organization. Okay. This customer, slightly less profit dealing with this customer. This customer has resulted in very good profit. Overall, we have good profits, but some customers out of their transactions because of the products that they are buying when we are offering with large discounts. Say, I have bought a table for $100. That is there in the warehouse for 2 years and we are not able to sell that particular table. And at the end, I am selling that in the discount sale for $40. What is the net loss for me? It is $60 loss plus warehouse cost for maintaining that table for 2 years. So there is a warehouse cost, there is a store cost, there is overhead, there is representative cost, salesman salaries, everything together, and net in the discount sale we are selling it for less price compared to the price that we bought in. Obviously that will result in negative profits. Sometimes it happens, not all the times. Overall we are good with profits. See the profit zone, it is high. For some customers, for some products we have negative profits. I want to taking subcategory here and coloring it by subcategory. You see all these red colors with one subcategory of the products, copiers. This orange color with one subcategory, binders. All these blue, accessories. Copiers, generally they will have highest sales, highest prices. Small accessories will have small cost, small sales price. When I create a trend reports, on the right click you can create trend reports. You can also create forecasts. Let's see trend, show trends. Edit trend lines, remove confidence bands. I'll explain all these options in our regular classes when we reach to time series analysis and trend analysis. You see these things? This particular one, the one that you are seeing, accessories. Accessories has the blue color. You can see here colors, accessories, appliances, chairs. Chairs is in green color. When sales is increasing, profit is also increasing for them. supplies. When sales is increasing, you see the line is going towards down part. You can easily understand when sales is increasing, the profits are decreasing for these products. Tables, yes, very less profits. Envelopes, fasteners, binders, copiers. You see copiers, when sales is increasing, profits also increasing. You see the line trend, it is going towards the upside. One can easily understand how is our sales, how is our profit with respect to sales by this simple graph. Can there any questions here before I move to create dashboard for this?
No, I don't.
Okay. So if you understand, I will create a dashboard and I explain you few how you interact with the visuals, how interactive visuals how you can ask the question on the visual and how the answers are prepared on the fly. Let's go to create dashboard, new dashboard icon. I'm simply dragging and dropping the worksheets that I have created. We have product performance, we have product map, I have sales and profit. Sales versus profit. You see, is this the dashboard that you have seen on the presentation? Let me change the dashboard size to laptop. You can change the size of the dashboard or you can create custom sizes for mobile devices. So you cannot provide this much big dashboard for a mobile device, iPad or iPhone. You need a small dashboard and more informative compared to this within small elements. We will also learn in our regular classes how you prepare dashboards for mobile devices. That is known as mobile dashboards. For now I am selecting laptop. So there are many options available here. You can add something like text on the top here. Text says executive dashboard for sales and profit. There are many features. I'm taking you through very high level. You see, this is the dashboard title. I have legends here on the top side. This is currently overwriting these what we call states. State name is big, so it is going and falling under the different zones. I can switch off the labels there. Okay. Now dashboard. You have profit dashboard. Just side to this you have sales dashboard, and on the bottom side you have scroll bars. One has to scroll down through the scroll bars using scroll bars. I'll make this fit in the entire view. Fit entire view. Great. Let me remove this region. Anyway, those are regions one can easily understand. Product performance, sales versus. You can apply a lot of formatting for this. Go to center, so it is moved. You can change the colors, formatting, fonts, sizes, everything is available like a Word document. Okay, now all profit elements together, it is providing good insights. We have profit map by each state. This is all good. One of you may ask me, Texas is showing lot of negative profits. I want to understand Texas wise, only Texas wise profit and sales for subcategories. Only Texas wise, how is our sales for these items? So if this is in central may consist of 3 to 4 states, but I want to filter out everything, but only understand why Texas is having negative profits, on which sub-product categories we have negative profits. For this, you need to enable this as a filter, use as a filter, or you have simple quick icon here, use as a filter. You can choose from here or you can select from here. With this, Texas. See the bottom side, it will automatically update everything only with Texas data. California, And Texas, furniture products are bad. They are causing all negative profits. Why profits are good in California? In California, yes, most of the subcategory of products are in good profits. Tables is in light color. Probably tables has negative profits. One can easily understand what products or what subcategory of the products are performing good and what of them, out of them, which of them are not performing good, which of them are resulting negative profits. That's okay. Can I create, so I remove the filter. By selecting it again, you can remove or clicking on the white space. I want to take this as a filter and understand for tables alone, how is tables in all the states. Let's see this. I will make this as a filter. When I click tables, what happens? See, only for tables. In Washington, we are good with tables, but all the remaining states, many of the remaining states having less profits. Copiers, very nice. All the products, copiers is doing good in all the states, wherever the sales is there. Good. This is known as interactive dashboards. Remember, we can ask question directly on the interactive dashboard. All the visuals, you clicking on the visual, inside, what is there? This is known as WizQL, a proprietary patented technology, only technology available with Tableau. Remember, proprietary and patented technology, known as visual query language. When you click on the visuals, inside, without you knowing, inside there is a SQL, structured query language. If that query language fires and gets the data, and repopulate, prepare all the visuals back and present everything here. In this way, you no need to learn SQL. All the SQL is hidden. But the one that you are seeing is WizQL, a new and proprietary language by Tableau. You can interact on the visuals, interactive visual language. Any questions on WizQL?
If you want to perform some joins on two tables or to more than two tables, should we write a code or it will be completed by the WizQL?
So during the connectivity itself, you have to create a join here. So I have data in returns table. Are you seeing my screen? You have data from orders table.
Yeah.
I have data from returns table. In this, you can add these two tables and select on which field you want to join them. So I want to join these things by, let's say, order ID. You have order IDs. You have order IDs from both tables, not customer ID, sorry, order ID. You see this, how easy it is? You just drag and drop these two tables and create your custom join, your join here, inner join or left outer join. Yes, and one more thing is, Tableau also facilitate writing your own custom query. I will show you in the next few minutes. When you connect to servers, there will be custom query. There you can write your query. Tableau supports both automatic drag and drop and as well as writing our own queries.
Sir, if you want to avoid the writing code, then we can work without coding.
So if I'm not able to understand the question clearly, I'm trying to guess it. Writing the code, there is no writing code here. Remember, during connectivity,
I want to say only one thing, that if you want to avoid the writing of code, then we can work without writing a code.
Yes, you can work without any of the code. There is one place where you might need to create new additional fields for calculations. I will explain you that in the next few minutes. Only one place where you write your own functions. There are some built-in functions to manipulate, to create new calculations on the existing fields. I will show you how that use case works. Let me tell you, you have a bank data, all customers data, right? You have bank data with all customers. Customers data, what we were maintaining is date of birth. Your senior management is asking you, among all the, I want to classify the customers by age groups. I want to understand how many of what is the percentage of middle age group customers available with our bank. If that is the case, I need to create today minus date of birth. To arrive at, what do we get? We get age. Let's say age is 42 years for one of the customer. Next one is age 42 years. I want to classify thousands of customers into age groups. 40 to 45 group, 45 to 50 group, and 50 above group. Grouping and classification is one of the technique. This is where we have to use a function called today minus date of birth is equal to age. Age is the new field which is not there in the source field. Remember, in this case, I will show you example for, I want to analyze profit ratios. Profit ratios. Profit ratio is, what is the general formula? Profit by sales is profit ratio. You might need to develop such new calculations for your analysis. So your requirement says, I want to analyze profit ratios for subcategories of the products. Profit ratio is directly not available, but profit is available and sales is available. This is where you create new calculation with profit ratio. See, one more field has come. You can use this field. Let's see, subcategory of the products. Profit ratio. See, tables has low profit ratio. That means negative profits, and paper has highest profits. Profit is high in papers. How did you arrive profit ratio? You have to write additional calculation on the top of existing fields. This is where little programming skills, if you have, those will be very helpful writing your own calculations. But there is no code as such, like you have to open main function or writing your own if conditions. That is no more in Tableau. Everything is drag and drop.
Yeah, and one more thing is like in a table relation, so just we are selecting tables and columns, but there is no proper table structure. In this case, like in other BA tools like OBI, we have some layers and we can make like a dimension, fact tables relationship and making through connectivity through both tables, and we made some proper business functionality. But here,
Yes.
how you analyze the proper field we are connecting or not? We have to select, there are more than 20 tables in this ratio. How we can analyze what field is related to what is the relation between these among all the 10 or 15 tables? What type of easy way here the Tableau is providing?
Yes, let me explain you this way. So Tableau has, on the Tableau, you can, a concept called data blending, separate concept. Tableau supports full connecting to various different data sources and join the data. If the data is not in the same data source, and if the data is in multiple data sources and tables are available in multiple areas, there is something called edit relationships. You can join multiple tables by edit relationships. Let me show you that. I will duplicate this. Duplicate the same data source and show you that there are two different data sources. This has some information and this has some data. How can you create relationships? Tableau helps you automatically. So this is the primary data source. You have two data sources available here. What you connected. From each data source, there is data. You can connect data between these two data sources by adding primary and foreign key type of relationships. Okay. If you don't have automatic, Tableau by default identifies same column names and show you, do you want to the automatic relationship between these two fields. See, first column is coming from, first values are coming from primary data source, and second column is coming from secondary data source. You can connect and add a number of such. Let me remove all these things for you first. Custom add relationship. I have two different tables here. I can create relationship between these two tables, and let's say order ID in this and order ID in this. Two are related. I can add n number of such data sources and create primary and foreign key relationship between them. This is one of the easiest way available with Tableau. Did I answer your question? You can connect and you can create kind of data models. You can connect multiple fields from one table to multiple fields from different table through primary and foreign key. Through you see typical star schema dimensions. You create dimension tables and measures or fact tables. The same way you can create the relationships here. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah, multiple. If you have data in multiple places, data joins is not always available. Data joins is simple concept. You can join them if you have two tables on the same data source. But the joins are not available. Okay. So you can create all the relationships.
Okay. So how we can see the existing relations, like this is like a 1 or 2 years old project. Let's join a new employee. So some what type of file it stores the Tableau? Like other technologies, maybe some other files. It's a single file.
Yeah.
It contains all the definitions. In this scenario, in Tableau, the same way, or is it works like different?
So you have, this is the only one window available to see all the relationships between data sources. So you have 3 different data sources. You can select each data source and you can see how this data source is connected with other tables in other data sources. Simply here.
Only this pop-up window. This is only
Yes. So what is required? You need to connect the data sources. You need to connect dimensions and fact tables, and later point of time, if you want to see them, you can go and see how those are connected.
Yeah.
Simple. That is, as long as that is meeting the purpose. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer. It does not create extensive maps, diagrams between each table. It is simple window that provides all the information, necessary information there.
The Tableau is a curriculum, means in our session. Is it only designing part or in like admin part? This type of like other technology, not like everything is doing by one resource only.
Tableau.
How it works?
Yes. Tableau development is completely different from Tableau administration. Remember, in enterprises, like if you go to Bank of America or consulting companies like Cognizant or TCS or any other companies, Tableau server will be there. Tableau server. So I am working, for example, I am working in Cognizant for GE project. GE maintains Tableau server. Tableau server is maintained by few 10 to 15 separate administrators. Tableau developers, those people who takes the requirement and develop all the visuals, all these dashboards. Once these people develop the dashboards, they will publish. There are separate jobs in big corporates. So if you look into the like all MNCs and big corporates, they have Tableau administration is completely differentiated from Tableau desktop. There may be few job descriptions you will find knowledge and Tableau administration helpful. We are looking for a Tableau developer, but Tableau administration knowing the Tableau administration is a plus point. Some people will add those things in the job description. It is up to you to opt those jobs or not to opt those jobs.
Are we
In
covering
general,
the
in reality,
concept in this our
yeah, in curriculum, yes. In curriculum, we are going to cover all server concepts. There are
Yeah.
3 to 4 separate classes for administration.
Yeah, why I asked this question is you said Tableau is, doesn't require more code related, only it's like simple graphing. So why I thought is maybe if there is more code, only the admin or separate role will be required. Everything in within a tool means there is no separate admins or saying everything is doing by developer or what. That's what I got the question.
Yes. So administrators require some in-depth knowledge on creating batch jobs, writing their own code by using the automatic commands available for Tableau jobs. They have to create batch jobs, they have to create maintenance schedules, they have to restore, and there are many things if they have some coding knowledge, administration is very easy.
Yeah, in my team, there are some other people are working on OBI in my application. So they have separate admins and in OBI they have a separate file like RPD. Just they are moving the file to server to client or one environment to other environment. So in the Tableau, what is the same way the file related or any like a database dumping or something? How it works?
So Tableau, right, when you want to restore and take the backup and restore, yes,
Yeah,
you
like
can.
stage to production, development to other environment. Suppose we developed in the development environment, we want to move this code to production. So,
Yes.
is it stored like a files or a group of files?
No, this works slightly differently compared to other tools. I'll explain you this. So you have workbook ready. This is known as workbook. I am saving this workbook as Tableau workbook, packaged workbook or workbook. So if you are connected to Tableau server, you can directly choose the option publish workbook to Tableau server. When you click this, it will ask you to what is the Tableau server available with you. Give the URL of the Tableau server and publish it. So when you are in development, this is development data source. Same data is, so the same table structure is available in dev environment as well as in production environment, where in the dev environment the data is not the right data, actual data for you. So you have, so first one talks about, I'm renaming this for you for easy understanding. I have orders table from dev environment. I have different data source, but this is production environment. Remember, all the developers are not given access to production environment. Only those people, administrators, or sometimes key project leads will have the access to switch between these two data sources. These data sources looks 100% similar, but they are pointing to the different database servers in real time. What happens is, when they are publishing to production, they will switch this dev to replace data source. Replace dev data source with production data source and publish this workbook to the Tableau server. Whenever somebody accessing this workbook, this is pointing to the production data. But there is no change in the visuals, there is no change in the dashboards. Only data source where it is pointing matters. Okay. In this way, corporates are maintaining tight security between production environment and dev environment. We don't have many files, only one file with 10 dashboards. 10 dashboards are pointing to, let's say, 5 different databases, 5 different tables. We will switch the tables to new environment, production environment, and publish it. Everything will be created, only switching. Sometimes if you are connecting through ODBC, on the back end you can swap the connectivity. Once you are publishing, and let's say every month 28th you will publish new dashboards. During publishing you will swap the data source. Is it clear? Data source maintains the connecting information to server as well as user credentials. You will have dev data sources and production data sources. You have to swap between these data sources and publish it to production. There is no extensive production environment, production thing that comes into picture, because the visuals and dashboards that you develop are same for both environments. Any questions before I move on?
Yeah. No.
Okay, we will spend few more minutes on how do we do time series analysis. So I have sales values. Sales, this is the sales, $800,000. Okay, I will spend few more minutes here to explain you how we do time series analysis when time is on x-axis and sales values here. We can quickly change. You can create hierarchies. You can drill down and roll up from between hierarchy top to bottom. I am taking month. If you want, you can enable trend lines for understanding the trend. Okay, if you want, you can create forecast for next few years. If you have the data for last few years, and if you want to forecast it for few more years, you can do this. If you want to forecast, so trending, forecasting, and some of the other statistical operations, those are all available. Let's take month. Sorry, I'll take the new worksheet. We added a few other things there. Okay, on dev I will take sales and order date. Okay, you have, let me show you this option in different way. Yeah, let's go with trending now. You can create necessary trend lines to understand and fit these curves and perform statistical analysis in this way. And in this way, you can do all scatter diagram, quickly identify the outliers, bar charts, pie charts, and geographical maps. If the geographical locations are not identified, you can add your own latitude and longitude through map menu, edit locations, and add your own locations. Some of the locations, if we are not able to identify some of the locations, you can add them manually and save it permanently, only one-time activity. And you can create area charts, advanced box and whisker plots analysis. We will also do this packed bubbles as well in this minute. Okay, now I want to make it faster. So you might have seen how is our sales. If you want to analyze how is our sales with respect to state, each state, and you want to analyze through heat maps. So I have sales and I add state to the columns. Let's take heat map. This will quickly show us which states has highest sales. This is known as heat map, one of the standard representation for comparing more granular combinations of the data. Okay, if you want to analyze color by profit, the highest sales in California, next sales is in England, next sales is in next sales, like that. It will arrange in descending order. If you want, I can add profit element to this. So see that color by profit. Again, California has highest profits. Ohio, Texas, National Capital, these states has low profits. I can change this representation from heat map to packed bubbles, right? And put them in descending order. You see now, this is one of the representation with states that shows state in size profit in color. Okay, that shows where is highest sales and highest profit. All the preparations of worksheets and graphs are with few clicks. I can prepare a word cloud. Are you seeing this word cloud? Word clouds that shows the font size of the word is the sales, size of it is sales, and color of it is profit. You can quickly prepare any word cloud. Word clouds, packed bubbles, worksheets, control maps, bars and whiskers, many other things. Let's go back to our presentation. We left the presentation sometime back here. So you got the feel of how this dashboard is created. We will complete the theory understanding of what is Tableau, what are the features, how it is different from market, where it is positioning today in the market and all. We came back from tool to our presentation theory.
Yes, Pankaj.
Yes, right? Yeah. I'm moving on. What is Tableau? Tableau is a rapid fire business intelligence software. When we use rapid fire, that means it is quick to develop dashboards. It is very quick to develop worksheets. It is very quick to provide a lot of insights. Okay, business intelligence. You may already know what is business intelligence, but let me define it, or let me explain quickly. Business intelligence, what we mean, we connect and gather the data, analyze and prepare actionable information for easy understanding and decision making purpose by management. It involves three things. You connect and collect all the data. Second thing is you transform the data by using statistical operations, and in this case we used only sum, but in Tableau comes up with visual analytics concepts. You can add reference lines, distribution bands, lot of statistics around this, trend lines, forecasts, averages, mean, median, modes, percentiles, okay, quartiles. There are many things that we can quickly perform, and if required, Tableau also connect to R, R language, data science language, for advanced analytics. Okay, it is a software founded in Tableau as a software started in 2003. It is currently serving 35,000 small, medium and large companies, 35,000 plus companies, organizations. Okay, it has close to 3,000 employees and headquartered in Seattle, Washington as an organization. Tableau has these four top features that I want to highlight. Live query engine, a separate live query engine that can connect to actual data sources. You don't need to prepare a data warehouse or create a data model, create dimension, fact tables and all. Tableau, you just deploy the Tableau tool. It comes 100 MB, 150 MB. You can download and deploy in your work area and start connecting to the data and preparing the visuals. It has powerful live query engine with all native connectors, and it can connect to 44 different data sources. In-memory data engine, wherever there is a problem in connecting. So you are saying I can connect all the times. No. My deposits team allows me to connect only in the midnight 12 to 1, and the data sources, the database is only dedicated for actual transactions, and they do not allow us to run large queries that returns years of data or entire state, California state or country, entire country data by each day, every time. So in those cases where there is limitation in connecting, only few occasions in a day, few minutes in a day you can connect, or live data sources are not enough performing. These are small servers. If you run large queries on those small servers, those become slow. In those cases, you extract all the information to Tableau server. That is where in-memory data engine comes. In-memory, that will load all the data into memory of the server, and it will quickly give you the results. So in a second, it can process gigabytes of data, some gigabytes of data, very fast. VizQL, you have already seen. Visualization query language is the new language that they come up with Tableau. It is proprietary and patented by Tableau, not available with any of them. You can interact on the visuals. Tableau has mobile development features as well. We will see those things in our regular classes. Okay, we will spend 2 minutes in this slide and quickly move. You can perform all visual analysis, right? Sorting, searching, filter, applying filters, creating new calculations, many of the operations, filtering, visual analysis with single clicks. You see each click, the visual completely differs. Deep statistics. You can create new calculations, trend analysis, forecast, many things. Metadata management is one of the things that we want to talk here. You can split the columns, you can combine the columns, you can change the number formats and maintain all of them. Best practices like color palettes, automatic charts. Data engine is the engine that maintains, that loads the data into in-memory. Mapping features. You have seen best mapping features. Okay, this is the Tableau market slide. Before I move, if you have any questions, ask me. Otherwise, we will spend 1 minute on the Tableau market. This is the slide. These are the tools that Tableau, where all the business intelligence tools are available. We have Tableau, ClickView, Microsoft BI, MSBI, SAS, SAP Business Objects, MicroStrategy. There are some open source tools as well, Burst, and many other. We have Salesforce, TIBCO software, IBM Cognos. See, there are many tools in the market. They are competing every day. By their features, every year Gartner is the guy who conducts surveys on top features by tools. What tools can provide lot of what tools can execute lot of business intelligence requirements today in the market. Tableau has emerged fourth year, successively fourth year, that provides highest features with BI needs. So BI needs, what do you have? Business management wants a dashboard, summary dashboard, operational dashboards, KPIs, and strategic dashboards, and there are analytical dashboards. Some people want different dashboards. Reports, you can prepare, crystal reports, original way of creating 100 pages PDF document, 10 pages PDF document. You can prepare all of them even in Tableau. All the features comes up with security, high security. It has authorization and authentication, security levels at Tableau server level, workbook level, project level, site level, and many other levels. So based on all the features, Gartner conducts survey every year throughout many companies, and Tableau has emerged as one of the great tool that provides that supports a lot of BI requirements today in the market. You can Google through this, and this is the latest one, February 2016. Every year they publish. Every November they conduct the survey. By February they publish this quadrant. This is known as Magic Quadrant. Okay, where is Tableau job market today? Can we see the jobs in 100? So Indeed is the job site. You can just search by a word called Tableau. I'll do it for you now here. How many such jobs are there? What is the job titles available in the market? Indeed.com for all United States jobs. One popular site. There are many sites. I'm just going Indeed. If you search by Tableau, you'll see all the jobs that are available. Today, 9,000 jobs available on the listing. There are even many. Okay. You have highest, it is in one of the premium market. You see, it is now in 110K. That means 110K jobs are premium jobs, and Tableau is one of its kind. Even you can browse by other sites as well, Naukri or Monster. Yeah, see the job descriptions here before we go into there. Report developer, data visualization specialist. There is no administration part here. Only they are looking for developer who develops the dashboards. Tableau developer, healthcare, Tableau developer. Information analyst, senior analyst, A/B testing, Tableau consultant. So there are many such roles: Tableau consultants, Tableau developers, Tableau BI developers, Tableau report developers, BI data consultant. But their primary focus is on Tableau. That's where Tableau has listed here. Tableau certification is a plus. If you have Tableau certification, it is a plus, but not mandatory. Okay.
After you course, if we want to run the certification, is it a process?
Yes, most of for Tableau certification, whatever the content needed for Tableau certification learning, yes, we will provide all of them as part of our regular course. We will cover Tableau desktop, we will cover Tableau server, we will cover with almost 15 separate use cases. How to prepare various 15 different dashboards. That knowledge is mostly enough for Tableau certification.
I will say that you will be provide dummy data for the analysis.
Yes, yes. I have many such data sets. I'll help you with at least, I remember I have eight separate data sets. I'll provide you all the data.
But
No other
how
plugins.
we can get those vanilla reports into our tools to expand this?
Yes. So you have to download the report. So just go here. Tableau, good question. Tableau.com. In our classes, I will explain you few domains as well, finance domain, insurance, in fact, we are going to use their data sets. Whatever we develop, we will try to understand. Coming there.
Just for understanding how tool works. Not, I don't want
Yes.
everything in a single
Yes.
glance.
Okay. So if you go to industries, you have workbooks published by Tableau here. I want to analyze. I want to practice this one. Just click this. Download it is a file, packaged file. Once it is downloaded to your desktop, just open with Tableau.
Okay.
So you have download button here. Download workbook.
And what extension it save?
Yeah, Tableau packaged workbook. So you have 2-3 different extensions you need to learn during classes. One of the first or not first class, second or third class, you will learn all these extensions and how they work. I'm saying save it to desktop. Packaged workbooks generally contains both data and design. You have this one. Now I'm going to Tableau and connecting to this. Yes. File, open. Where is this? Desktop. Final download. This one that we have downloaded now. It has both data as well as design. Dashboards, the design of the worksheets, everything will be available here. It is only indicated. It is like, okay, anything. See?
Is it
You have stories. You can further modify these things, practice them, how they have prepared.
So like suppose in a OBA means it's generally they are using for CRM application and Oracle application. Like Tableau also famous for any such type of data. OBA is
So Tableau is not differentiating that. Yeah.
Application generally. Like Tableau is famous for very specialist for this type of data such things.
I don't see such line.
Generally customer related data means or Oracle application related means simply they will go with OBA.
Yes, I understand. I understand your question. I understand your question. So currently, so Facebook, right? This Facebook, they are using Tableau for data analysis. The one that you are seeing all recommendations and all based on some of the insights provided by Tableau. You can see Tableau story and Facebook CEO talking on how they are using Tableau. I'm just giving you an example. Coming to industries, Tableau is now supporting almost most of the industries, and I don't see that thin line between each industry. Tableau supports only banking data, Tableau supports only insurance. Tableau is widely used across many domains.
Tableau company is only providing only BA tool, no ETL tools, right? Only BA tools.
No ETL. Tableau can directly connect to data sources, live data sources, no ETL required.
Okay.
So when do you need ETL? If you want to prepare a data warehouse, you need to extract the data from live data sources where transaction systems are working and prepare a data warehouse. Tableau capable of connecting to all live sources and get the data. No need of, so if it is any other BI tools, they have some 10 to 15 separate tools or different modules. Tableau is one single tool. It has connectors to all data sources. So, I have seen one of the organization that has 64 terabytes of RAM deployed on Tableau server, and they have 4 servers. Okay, it can load terabytes of data quickly in memory. There are some connectors.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see this server and publisher, and one more thing, visual. Visual is for just for designing.
One second, where it is visible. Visible is the new app recently introduced by Tableau. This tool is available for iPhones and iPads. For iOS, yes, they have introduced Visible. If you have data in iPhone, you can quickly create some graphs on the fly through Visible. It is a free tool available, like Tableau Desktop.
Same workbook. The same workbook. Same workbook.
Not like this extensive features available. Very few features. You can create quick graphs. They have one recently introduced last year. Free tool. If you have iPhone, you can download and just practice it. I will explain you how to do it, but there are no such use cases available in our list of 15 use cases. We are not going to do especially for Visible. But yes, we have Tableau mobile dashboards available. I'll give you examples as well as explain you how you develop mobile dashboards.